to open your diesel cap. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Good evening and welcome. I am Martha Hamtenya. In the news headlines, it's time to hit the road and rally the masses, says Gengop. City police impound minibuses and arrest drivers during operation. Children of less educated mothers are unlikely to complete school. 22-year-old woman takes pride in managing family garden. And roundup, Business on One, Comments Corner, sports and the weather. The ruling party SWAPO officially launched their internal election campaign ahead of the elective Congress in November. Party President Hage Geingob said members that are to compete for the top positions should do so in a disciplined manner and ensure that democracy prevails.
Addressing senior members of the party, including those that are vying for the top positions, Hage Geingob stated that the recently held Central Committee meeting where the elected candidates was a success, and thus urged those competing to convince the masses as to why they are the most suitable candidate.
I welcome all of you to this historic day where we officially launch our internal election campaign. Internal election campaign, meaning it's SWAPO internal campaign. After successfully concluding our political and central committee meetings where we elected our candidates, we will compete for the Vice President's, Secretary General's position and Deputy Secretary General's position in the party. It is now time to hit the road running and rally the masses so that come elective conference in November, democracy will prevail and the people will choose a new cohort of cadres to take SWAPO party into a new era. Of course, I must announce that one of the candidates for the Vice President position, Comrade Franz Kapowski, has withdrawn. We respect and accept his decision, assured that he will dedicate his time to supporting whoever emerges as a victor. Comrades, I trust that the upcoming internal campaign will take place in the spirit of SWAPO unity. What we do in SWAPO is our business. What when we are elected we do for the country is country's business. Now we are talking about SWAPO internal business, not to be lectured by anybody what to do and what not to do. No. We're tired of this armchair analysis, really. We are doing things within SWAPO's way of doing things. And here we have started a new era of democratic dispensation within SWAPO. While we are trying to come back with unity, we don't deny things when they happen. When there is a problem, we say there is a problem. Address and solve it. So in the campaign, internal campaign, play the ball, not a person. You are not campaigning against enemies and adversaries. You are not campaigning against enemies, political enemies, even others are not our enemies. They are political enemies. But now we are talking about SWAPO. We are not enemies.
Central Committee member Albert Kawana urged the candidates to adhere to the election guidelines and emphasized that any form of misconduct will result in disqualification of the candidate.
Election campaign prior to the 7th Party Congress is an internal matter within the party, therefore does not warrant open public rallies. Against this background, open public rallies are strictly prohibited, and such conduct violates these election guidelines. Any form of de-campaigning, directly or indirectly, against the other candidates, such as defamation of character, for example, through WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as well as press releases, interviews, radio, TV, and SMS against the other candidates. All slander is strictly prohibited, and such conduct violates these election guidelines. These election guidelines must be considered as a supplement to the existing rules and procedures, the Code of Conduct, and the party constitution. Those found guilty of violating these election guidelines shall be dealt with in accordance with the rules and procedures, the Code of Conduct, and the party constitution. Candidates who are party to such violation risk disqualification from contesting the elections.
At the Congress, the members will elect the Vice President, Secretary General, and Deputy Secretary General.
This is my favorite gear. Nivea Men Black and White Deo with 5 times Deo action to protect you and your favorite gear from stains. Try SA's #1 anti-stain deodorant.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial *130*780# and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes, and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding that. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Bobtail dog food for only $174.99 or Spar 2-ply toilet rolls, 9s for just $46.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
City police impounded 17 minibuses and arrested 5 public transport operators for violating traffic laws such as overloading, driving without transport permits, recklessness and negligent driving. The drivers were arrested during the Windhoek City Police operation that started yesterday.
However, the drivers pinned the blame on bus owners, stating they often work under pressure and at times forced to make up to $800 Namibian a day. City Police Superintendent Oscar Simata from Traffic Unit said many of the minibus drivers who were arrested were due to overloading, moving violation, skipping traffic signs and overtaking unnecessarily and risking road users' lives and those of the passengers. According to Simata, bus drivers informed them that they are overloading because the bus owners demand $800 per day.
Their own inconsiderate driving, failing to consider the other road users, overloading. For example, like these other buses, you find that it's a 16-seater. But some of them we found yesterday and today, they were loaded up to 30 and 28 passengers. Just imagine, in case of accident, what will happen? This bus was just created or manufactured to carry only 16, but it's carrying double. So the other drivers don't have a driver's licenses, risking the life of our road users. Other drivers, they are driving over a red light while carrying passengers in that particular vehicle, risking the lives of the passengers in that particular vehicle while they are going to work or they are going home to see their beloved ones. In the process, a crash or an accident can happen whereby a lot of people can perish. So that's why we call the media today to come and show you what we are doing. And we are encouraging members of the public outside there to assist us, because this is a two-way thing. Sometimes we won't be available. We have got cameras here in the city, which we are also used to monitor the situation, and is also assisting us to on our law enforcement strategies. But we are still urging the members of the public, whenever a bus or a taxi driving roughly, endangering your life, please, if you can, take the big number.
Today On One spoke to some of the bus drivers, stating that passengers are also to blame for overloading as they storm in the bus all at once, as none of them want to be late, and this gets them in trouble with the law.
So tu fokukara tulimon ngeno 16. Yeah. Mara kucheke shi matohara ngeno stop mbangano kuningira ko city police wetingena apa haturondeke kuipa mbangano pakale hapakara officer shasho officer taidurika ngeva popi hashikara shiri hope iro vudikiweko shashingengo satu kekengano shava imomo utomo ngito shingo tokare kinanga kunyata vaiki evatero top mbangano kudireke kuva ovetu vaterengeno ashikara shiri hope shashi customer didule fanda harana nyeyo ava vikundaneki mukare hamwe yabo siandape ongura Nitantara no starondo kucharondo no mikaro diringe peshuo tebe sabimwe kadinani ni meko ikwatero okan meke shitave verova dukura koshinana hapukarare rapapia nanai.
To me it's very affected because if you can check here, it's a lot of tickets here. If you can check here, a lot of tickets that I have to pay. End of the month I have to pay like $3,000. $3,000 you pay. Now it's affecting my work. So later I'm on warrant of arrest because I didn't work today. So to me, my heart it's not feeling good. Just to work, if you get let me say if I got 3,000, so I go and pay the other one, and later, just like that. But what we wanted to do, like the court, to us like bus drivers, the court must try to understand us how we surviving. It's not really good. So if we postpone the ticket and the other the second what I can say, if we postpone the ticket and I didn't got the money that time, they must just try to understand what I was saying, because there's no money.
Simata further said that the operation will continue until the festive season, urging public members to work together with city police and report negligent driving on the roads in order to avoid accidents and save lives.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery, no matter how they take on the world. With all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Back in the day, Susie's phone used to ring like a hotline. She was the most popular girl in town. But since she did not register her SIM card with her mobile service provider, her phone does not ring anymore. She has tried to get something similar. She has tried this and that number, but it has never been the same. So now, she has a reputation of being a number hoarder. Instead of just registering her SIM at her mobile service provider and keeping her number. Excuse me 1 sec. Hello? No, this isn't Susie. Have you tried her other number?
Don't miss out on important communications like Susie. Register your SIM to keep your number. Visit www.cran.na.
Enjoy these fantastic mid-month savings only at Clicks until the 20th of September. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Pampers Pants or Baby Dry disposable nappies jumbo pack, size 3 and upwards, 2 for $230.99 per pack and 1 for $241.99. And buy Dove body wash, 2 for $110. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Children of less educated mothers are less likely to complete school compared to children born to educated mothers. They also have less opportunities to improve their lives because they lack the level of education that will have allowed them to compete successfully for jobs. This is according to Susanna Hangula, the Rob Youth Foundation's Regional Public Officer.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
Angula was speaking on the issue of teenage pregnancy during a donation of school uniforms, toiletries and food items to the 5 victims and learners at Tutaleni Primary School and Kusabmoon Secondary School in Walfish Bay. Angula said the repercussions of girls dropping out of school due to pregnancy cannot be underestimated as their lives change, adding that some do not go back to school after they give birth. Angula stated that the foundation has a task to tackle issues related to teenage pregnancy, school dropouts, and denounce the stigma associated with people from poor backgrounds. She also encouraged mothers and pupils to hold on to their dreams in order to end poverty.
Children born to educated mothers have a high chance of enrolling, completing school. Conversely, children of less educated mothers are likely to complete school themselves, meaning that they have fewer opportunities to better their lives once they lack a level of education that would allow them to compete successfully for jobs. This concern about improving educational right of a girl who become pregnant is based in part of the knowledge that will affect the fate of their children and the future generation. It is impacted that we as a society begin to tackle these issues throughout peer education and de-announcing the stigma associated with coming from a poor background. There is much that we can do. There is much that we can talk about on teenage pregnancy, but it will only stick on the valid few that I have mentioned. Peer pressure is something that usually teenagers subscribe to, especially in our era of social media where it is easy to see one posting picture of semi-nudity, which results in online predators inboxing those teenagers, offering them money and nice things for a heavy price to be paid in the future.
Walfish Bay Rural Constituency Councillor Donatus Tegako applauded the Rob Youth Foundation and urged the Good Samaritans to keep on giving to the less fortunate.
The office of Walvis Bay Rural Constituency is surviving on the Samaritan out there. I might be wrong if I don't thank them. Everything that comes here, you see us handing out this, handing out the other thing and the other thing, is because of those with good hearts. They come themselves to this office asking how they are going to assist, to be of assistance to us. And they are helping us. And we are very much thankful. On the incident of the fire, 2 families lost their life. And the office of the Walvis Bay Rural Constituency received assistance from Samaritan, be it of food item to give to the Dowsers family.
The non-profit organization, structured all over the country, also handed over school uniforms to 102 learners from Kisebmoon Secondary School and Tutaleni Primary School.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
Prevent cramps with Fabifarm's new MVA cramp stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Fabifarm's MVA cramp stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps with a full month supply of capsules. It's Fabifarm's new MVA cramp stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
South African coal miners such as this one are benefiting from record coal prices as well as a significant rise in orders from European countries, eager to plug the gap left behind by Russia.
You import 90% of the milk we consume, the milk that is in the formal market.
The character that's the closest to me, well, it's Akisi, because Akisi is really made up of my own childhood experiences.
A 22-year-old woman from Kopano village, situated 1 kilometer outside Katima Molilo, shared her joy in taking over a family garden project and expressed pride to see their products on the shelves of local shops. The Elika garden, previously managed by the young woman's mother, has been operating in the horticulture for 22 years.
According to the 22-year-old Muhau Kalundu, growing up she learned that much of what was purchased in the shops was imported from outside the country. She shared that seeing a Namibian product on shelves of local stores created a sense of duty to participate in producing and branding for local consumption.
Now, I have vegetables. I had vegetables in Chaka, which were being sold there, and it felt so good to see my own produce being on the shelves of a shop, and also engage yourselves with the local farmers. Get to learn a thing or two from them, and then once you do that, you create friendship, and then you can interact through that, and by doing so, you are creating or giving yourself a chance And when you get that chance, you have to grab it with 2 hands, and you have to work hard, you have to be committed.
Kalundu adds that she took over operations from her mother to help expand the business. She stated this will also allow her mother to concentrate on her employment as well as rest, because she had been running the garden with only 3 permanent workers over the years.
Elika project was founded in 2000 or 2001, and then I started running it this year in July. I took over my mom as she had other personal businesses to take care of at home, and she has to go to work. And the Kopano area, or the Elika project specifically, we operate in horticulture, and we are producing vegetables and crops. Vegetables like cabbages, tomatoes, onions, etc. And we have crops like maize, beans, and currently now we have started with the production of potatoes.
Kalundu encourages young people to abandon the notion of running to go work for someone else, but rather work hard at building their own businesses, especially in the agri-sector.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Pantene shampoo or conditioner for only $44.99 or Bacoma Wheat Bix for just $27.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
The first winner of the Champions League, Real Madrid, is the champion of Europe for the 14th time. As Madrid needed to rally from losing positions in the knockout stage, and it was never a sure thing during the final against Liverpool.
In other leading stories, addressing guests at an award ceremony for estate agents and agencies, Nedbank Namibia's Chief Financial Officer, J.G. van Graan, said the commercial bank has financed $11 billion worth of loans to local residential property and key projects in the country. Adding that of the $11 billion, $5 billion is in the home loans division. Nedbank Namibia held an award ceremony for estate agents and agencies who performed well during 2021. The award ceremony took place at the Nedbank campus Sky Garden, where the agents received certificates and cash vouchers for their outstanding performance. Van Graan, who gave the official remarks at the event, highlighted the importance of realtors in society, stating that every time they assist a client, they are aiding them in realizing their dream of becoming homeowners. Nedbank Namibia's head of home loans, Rian Kilder, gave a reflection on the year 2021, noting that interesting times have taught them to multitask and optimize to deliver world-class service for their clients and stakeholders. Marion Wolf from Right Move Properties scooped the Estate Agent of the Year 2021 category and received prizes which include an advertisement package worth $20,000 and a petrol voucher worth 10,000 Namibia dollars. First runner-up in the same category was Lorette Liebenberg from Rightmove Properties, who walked away with an advertisement package worth 15,000 Namibia dollars and a petrol voucher for 7,000 Namibia dollars. In third was Lucia Hango from Catalia Properties, who walked away with an advertisement package worth 10,000 Namibia dollars and a petrol voucher worth 5,000 Namibia dollars. Rightmove Properties was awarded Agency of the Year 2021 and walked away with an advertising package of 50,000 Namibia dollars.
Husna Kukundakwe was the youngest athlete at the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. The teenager hopes her confidence and her resilience will inspire young people across the continent to follow their dreams.
My name is Husna Kukundakwe. I'm 14 years old. I am a power swimmer and a Paralympian. I first started swimming, just playing around in the pool at the age of 3, but I started professional swimming at the age of 12.
This is my favorite gear. Nivea Men Black and White Deo, with 5 times deo action to protect you and your favorite gear from stains. Try SA's #1 anti-stain deodorant.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial *130*780# and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes, and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding VAT. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world. There are thousands of reasons to smile with a Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like bobtail dog food for only $174.99 or Spar 2-ply toilet rolls, 9s for just $46.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Up next is Joseph Shifeni with Business on One.
Welcome to Business on One. The Black People Economic Emancipation Association, an organization led by activists Dimbulukengi Noyoma and Michael Amushelelo, are planning a countrywide protest next month that will raise awareness on the plight of poor Namibians who are struggling to make ends meet due to the challenges facing the economy.
Less than a month after being released from custody, the DEO organized a press conference at Stop and Shop in Okoriangava. At the time of their release, High Court Judge Christy Liebenberg attached conditions that the two shall not mobilize or involve themselves in any unlawful public gatherings, among other conditions. Addressing the street vendors, the organizers said they plan to attract over 1 million unemployed Namibians to join the march from Stop and Shop to Parliament to hand over a number of petitions. Welcomed with song and praises by the vendors at the informal market in Okoriangava, the newly established association by Michael Amuselelo and Dilembukeni Nauyoma declared that their association does not separate them from their respective political parties. However, the economic activists aim to enhance their agenda to restore the economic dignity of the poor in the informal settlements.
we will support the informal sectors, we will support our mothers who are selling at every corner. We will encourage them to just be organized properly, and we're going to tell you what we are going to do together to make sure that we were organized and we are going to sell our things and nobody's going to do anything to us. These taxes and what they want to impose on us, we are going to face them heads on, and we are not going to joke around. These people have become victims in the applications of the law when the enemies burned and destroyed their goods. Today, we hear that they want to impose some funny taxes, so we are going to study what they want to impose, and we are going to challenge it legally. And we are going to demonstrate, and we are going to make sure that we are going to be present wherever we are. So these enemies of the people, their actions demonstrated that foreign nationals that sell exact same product as Namibians are more important than our people. This proves that if one should ever stand up for the poor and the struggling, jail will be the answer. Our message to them is that we will not relent nor fold in the fight for the marginalized society. So they must not think sending us to prison was to break us. So these people particularly take action to say, there is a crisis, how do I feed myself? So they go and try and make ends meet. And we decide that we are going to bend them and we are going to destroy it. And all of us must stand still in the hope that we must just say, oh, it's the law. Apartheid was also law, but it was not just. We will never, and will never stop being on the side of the poor. We will never stop being on the side of our people. We will never be afraid to speak out on key issues that affect our society.
Now, Yoma also clarified some of the future plans for the association before the march scheduled for the 25th of October 2022.
We are going to do presentations in all 57 localities. Why? It is where economic activities are happening. So we'll go to Aranos, we'll go to Stambrit, we'll go to Rundu, we'll go to Divundu, we'll go to Katima, and speak to our people and explain this economic vehicle that we've established for them. Why it is beneficial for them, and why is it important for us to consolidate forces to enable us to move to the next direction.
So in terms of the way forward, given the current economic hardships in society, the constant oppression, we have resolved to organize the informal sector, the socially marginalized and economically starved, towards a practical economic vehicle aimed at practically building generational wealth as opposed to theorizing it. Our decision is to fight for the economic emancipation of the people of Namibia, and we locate the struggle of economic emancipation within the long resistance of our people to racist, colonial, imperialist, political and economic and social domination. The establishment of the Black People Economic Emancipation Association is done with the sole purpose of consolidating black power towards the genuine and practical economic power. Those that wish to represent their towns should email us at info@bpeea.com with their full names, contact details and towns from the 24th of September 2022 so that we can start with the induction process of committees so that we commence with this national protest.
Asked if the deal, speaking in public, was not a violation of their court order, the resolute activist Michael Amushilelo was fast to respond, saying this was not a planned action but a normal day shopping.
Perhaps when we speak about violations, we as Namibians should become serious and consider the human rights that are consequently or every day being broken by the Namibian government. It cannot be correct that we are protecting animals. Rhinos, we've got money for rhinos. Elephants, we've got money for that. Cheetahs, we've got money for that. But we don't have people who are alive, people who are breathing. They've built themselves nice house there at Heroes Acre. There is water, there's electricity. But people there in the informal settlements, they can't even provide water. They can't provide toilets. They can't provide electricity. So that is a violation if we have to speak about violation. So as far as we are concerned, we came here, we came to buy tomatoes for me and my brother, some onions there for our family, and the public also donated some onions for us, and the media also just happens to be so here, so I don't know what we are violating in terms of if we are violating anything, because Am I not allowed to buy tomatoes anymore?
The association will march to Parliament to hand over a petition which will address some of the issues of landlessness in the country, as well as a number of petitions which include the Ministry of Mines to stop dishing out mining licenses and let the government control its country's mineral resources.
The clock has struck for your daily business and financial news update. Brought to you by The Brief.
The 100 million Namibia additions at Lady Pohamba Hospital in Kleine Cooper boosted the value of approved building plans in the city of Windhoek to $226.3 million Namibian in August. According to the IJG, additions to properties made up the largest portion of approvals in both number and value terms. 169 additions to properties were approved, valued at $147.8 million, decreasing by 5.6% month-on-month in number terms, but increasing 37.9% month-on-month in value terms, the highest value of approvals in a single month since January 2018. It should, however, be noted that $100 million worth of additions to the Lady Pohamba Hospital in Kleine Cooper alone made up 67.7% of this total. Namibia now imports 180 megawatts from Zambia after NamPower secured additional power supplies from the Zambia Electricity Supply Corporation, ZESCO, as the country moves to bridge the electricity gap. The Brief has established. NamPower Managing Director Kahenge Haulofu told The Brief that the ZESCO deal, which was concluded in April, will see the country getting additional power imports of 80 megawatts after an initial deal of 100 megawatts was clinched in February 2020. The 80 megawatt supply agreement is for a period of 5 years, said Haulofu. Namibia now imports a total of 460 megawatts from regional countries in its quest to meet the country's daily energy demands, averaging 500 megawatts. The national power utility currently imports 200 megawatts from South Africa's Eskom in a deal that was recently renegotiated and extended for another 3 years, with 80 megawatts coming in from Zimbabwe Power Company. Haulofu said the contract with Zimbabwe was still valid and a decision to extend it has not been made yet.
This was your daily Namibian business and financial news update. For in-depth stories, read more on thebrief.com.na now.
And that is all we have for you. Be sure to follow us again next time for more on the business front.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Pantene shampoo or conditioner for only $44.99 or Bacoma Wheat Bix for just $27.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Enjoy these fantastic mid-month savings only at Clicks until the 20th of September. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Pampers Pants or Baby Dry disposable nappies jumbo pack, size 3 and upwards, 2 for $230.99 per pack and 1 for $241.99. And buy Dove body wash, 2 for $110. Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
Now let's have a look at Comments Corner, your daily dose of comments from our social media pages. Family of a slain Namibia Institute of Mining and Technology graduates say the police should have arrested the aspiring entrepreneur instead of killing him. The deceased Absalom Shaduka Absalom was allegedly shot in the head by the Namibian police during a confrontation on Saturday evening at Mixed Settlement. Helena said a boy was killed in a street 2 years ago and justice was never served. Star said if it was a civilian, the suspect will be behind bars while the case is under investigation. Dati emphasizes with the family and hopes that justice will prevail. Maggie called upon the lawyer Normal Njobe to assist the family. Laimi said rules should apply to all and the police officer should be arrested. Becky said he thought the purpose of arresting an individual is for them not to interfere with the ongoing process. That's all from Comments Corner. Be sure to engage on our stories on our social media pages for broadcast only on Today on One.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
Back in the day, Susie's phone used to ring like a hotline. She was the most popular girl in town. But since she did not register her SIM card with her mobile service provider, her phone does not ring anymore. She has tried to get something similar. She has tried this and that number, but it has never been the same. So now, she has a reputation of being a number hoarder. Instead of just registering her SIM at her mobile service provider and keeping her number. Excuse me one sec. Hello? No, this isn't Susie. Have you tried her other number?
Don't miss out on important communications like Susie. Register your SIM to keep your number. Visit www.cran.na.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Prevent cramps with Fabby Farm's new NBA Cramp Stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people, and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Fabby Farm's MVA Cramp Stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps, with a full month supply of capsules. It's Fabby Farm's new MVA Cramp Stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
Castro Lumbu is standing by with the sports update.
Good evening and welcome to Sports on One. I'm your host Castro Lumbu. MTC Nesta Sunshine Stable boxers who will defend their titles at an upcoming boxing bonanza promised fireworks. The Together as One Part 8 boxing bonanza is set to take place on the 29th of October. Boxer Philippus Nyitumbwa will defend his WBO Global Super Bantamweight title against South Africa's Sabelo Ngembi-Nyange. Known as Energy in the Gym, Nyitumbwa boasts a record of 16 career fights, 15 victories and 1 loss. Still undefeated, WBO Africa Super Middleweight champion John Jolonimus will now face 31-year-old Delali Milezi from Ghana, who is also undefeated in 16 fights. Charles Shinima produced a sensational knockout against his opponent from South Africa at his last show at Elao Nafidi. This time, Shinima looks to maintain his performance when he faces Tiwo Olowu from Nigeria for the WBO Africa welterweight title. The WBA and WBO Africa Super Bantamweight champion Mateus the Beast Hater will defend his titles against Hassan Milanzi of Zimbabwe. The boxers did not shy away from claiming victory from their opponents before the fight.
Yeah, fight I'm ready for this guy. Ndilo ngikidalela keshe nebujo shike no popsa popse to drugu popsa mala to drugu shwani fa boy shko ito bopiga otego nando pay for fight ode drugu ya I'm ready for the fight. Yeah, keshe ya bucho fimbo penny ndilo ngidalela no ndilo ngikitano motendi na ndintenge molela keshe any round that drugu dengwa moye kesho nutolo segundo tadengwa moye I'm ready for everything. Yena tango na stapo piung kulunda tiko chayo te akufange paya shiju funge paya overo poli kufekwana.
I'm gonna promise to everyone that history is gonna repeat itself. The same thing that happened at Vambaland is the same thing that's going to happen again at the Windhoek Ramatics. I'm still the same strong guy. I'm even more stronger. I know my opponent's a very good fighter. It's the first time we are fighting a Nigerian boxer, so we are gonna make history.
As usual, talk is just a talk. I will not make anybody scary like opponent there. I will only talk the truth, the reality. Once I talk here, I know it's on the TV or social media. They say, this guy is what he's talking. Maybe you don't know what he's talking. The guy is what. As they hear, the guy is undefeated and I'm also undefeated.
I'm a man of few words. I'm more than prepared for this fight. I'm just waiting for come fight night. Like I say, it's gonna be a short night because it's been like I'm hungry. I'm hungry for I'm hungry for a knockout. I want to take him out.
Two of the stable's sponsors urged other corporate companies to assist and support sports development in the country.
I know in the country we have a very beautiful culture where we only celebrate champions or come on board to celebrate or beg champions when they get the belts or internationally recognized. So if you can't support the stable, then come on board and say, I'm taking on Matthew, I'm taking on Energy, I'm taking on the rest, any young person in the gym, and support them and see them towards their road and their growth.
We will be there as well to support our Namibian team. We'll be behind them all the way. And we're really proud to be part of the co-sponsoring of this academy because, like I have said before previous times, boxing is one of the biggest sports in Namibia and we have to keep it growing and we have to go international, global, you understand?
General tickets go for $50 Namibia, while VIP will go for $500 Namibia, and VVIP tables seating 10 people will go for $20,000 Namibia. Tickets are available at WebTicket at any Pick and Pay shop. Thank you for watching. Catch us again tomorrow for more updates on Sports on One.
Thank you, Castro. Time now for tomorrow's weather forecast.
And now a look at the weather forecast. The interior will be sunny and hot to very hot at first, becoming partly cloudy later. Windy weather will persist in the interior. The coast will be partly cloudy and mild with fog patches at first, and wind will be northwesterly to southwesterly. Here's what travelers can expect at places in and around the country.
That's all we have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. From me and the rest of the team, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
I'm Lazarus, this is Neville, and I want you to join us on a journey throughout Namibia with a program called I Love Namibia, not on 2 Africa, but on 1 Africa television.
1 Africa?
Yeah.
TV?
TV, yeah.
Nae naifanywe